feels right. What do you say? What do you say? What do you say? Good day, good day, good day, good morning, good noon, and good night, and welcome to the Upland Action News. My name is LEFTHOUSE, and today is August 31st. The year is 2021, and I am joined by my co-host. This isn't co-most. This is my brother, Emmett Left. How are you on this fine NF Tuesday? You're muted, you punk.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Happened. It happened.
Done it. It is a Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I'm feeling good, feeling great, feeling fine, fantastic. A lot going on in the space, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I will have to get out of here a little bit early, but probably just skate out. Happy to be here on drop day with Crypto Chibi, that's for sure. Mars is in the house with us as usual. Let's do this damn thing.
Yes. Yeah. Well, let's hear from the Uncle Mars, Utah, real quick. See how he's doing on this Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm pumped for NF Tuesday. You know, it's been an exciting week. It just keeps going. We had fun last night on MetaFusion Monday. We announced the winner of the fan art contest.
Yes.
So that was John, who made that amazing magazine cover featuring myself and a little bit of LEFTHOUSE on the inside, apparently, even though the inside's just it's parody, but it was dope. So we had a lot of fun last night and some good winners. So yeah, I'm excited. Got the Crypto Chibis in the house and my guy Bonz. So yeah, ready to go.
Yes, indeed. And then like Emmett said, it's a pack drop day for Crypto Chibi. So how's that going?
Going well. Going better than a couple weeks ago when we did our first one. So no complaints. Everything's off and running now, and Blends just opened up, so everything's flowing.
All right. I'm gonna pick up the large pack right now. Get that out of the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'll do the same.
Gotta log in here. I always do the
Usually
restart.
Just follow your footsteps.
Oh yeah. You're front running my drop binds here. Okay, Dokie. It looks like it's going. All right. Success. Yes. Claimed. Beautiful. So when will I be able to open this? Is it going to take me a day or two?
No, last time we put that little cushion in just to make sure we did everything right, and luckily we had it because we found some issues. Today, it's as soon as you bought the pack. Once the public sale opened this morning, they're good to go, so you can rip them whenever you feel like it.
Awesome.
Nice. I was very impatient last time.
Yeah, you were.
We got that from a lot of people. It was like, oh, I bought them, was so excited, and just couldn't do anything. So we didn't want to make.
I knew it was going to happen. It's just when I get a new toy, I want to open it. It's just how I am.
Always. All right.
Like that.
Wow.
Face.
Whoa. Did you guys hear that?
Open your toys.
Yeah.
That was really fun. Yeah, that's a great
Don't
opening.
get that
video.
face if you leave your toys in their package.
Yes. All right. That's always fun to open a Chibi pack. This feels so warm and cuddly. Oh, that one's nice.
Midas.
Yeah.
Is that a whale shark?
That is a whale shark.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, Joy Rainbow. I like that one.
Yeah, I like Kimba and Kip over there. You see them there, the gold ones with the little whoosh.
Nice.
Not bad, yeah. All right. Oh, whoa, whoa! I got one of those. I got a nice the whale shark. He's got, it's behind us here. It's behind our little zoom.
Yeah,
I got a
number
few of those
4 over there
views
too.
in the last one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's another whale shark there. I'm sure I can do some blendings with some of these potentially if I have enough of them, I'm assuming.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, okay. All right, take your time there, Nefty Blocks. Nefty Blocks have their drop today. Have their token drop. Did you pick up on that one?
I did. I was reading their white paper carefully, and they have the tiered stuff for your own pre-minted packs and the super blend still. So made sure just to go out and get enough. Eventually, I know they're going to do you can do some NFT drops for Nefty. So I was thinking maybe about doing some like community funding that way with a couple drops to get enough Nefty to stake and get those couple tiers, but didn't want to mess with it. They've done a great job. Figured I'd just go straight for the direct sale and see if I can get lucky with some of those pack pulls. So just like you guys said, I'm looking forward to, I think 2 days now when you can open those packs and see what you get.
That's right. Yeah, I bought the middle and the small pack, and I was just like, hopefully that's enough for what I need. I don't know. And I jumped in. Oh, Mr. BONZMANIFEST is in the waiting room. Let's bring him on in here.
What a crazy day for NFTs between that and Funko and all of it.
Yeah, no, in all sides, there's a lot that came out in the ETH world in the last couple days, and a lot coming out in the wax side of things.
What's up, homie?
Mr. BONZMANIFEST, yes, there he is in the house, in the flesh.
Hello, in the flesh.
Good to see you, buddy.
Be here. What's up, guys?
Yeah.
Man,
Well, we're just talking about the Chibi.
Utah, my
Yeah.
man,
Hello, sir.
guys.
Been a while on the show and not quite so long in real life, but still been too long. Good to see you.
Always good to chill with you guys at the Upland Action News.
Yeah.
What's new? What's good? What's good in Upland these days?
Oh, Upland. Well, me and Mars just came out of a secret meeting yesterday, but we're not allowed to speak about what that secret meeting was about, which I hate that. Don't tell me secrets.
really bad
It's a
with
bad
it.
idea.
Really bad.
I feel like it's almost like a test. Like if you're telling me something like a secret, it's like you want to see if I'm going to fail or not. Like you're putting me to the test. But so
You
far, I've
keep
been
the
good.
secret, but you squirm the whole time. You are
Yeah. Well,
you're
the
visibly
truth,
keeping the secret.
the truth is like two people have asked me in private, and I tried to explain it, and I think I failed at explaining it. But I know it's exciting. Mars, is it exciting? Is it a good thing?
I'm pretty pumped.
Okay.
So yeah, it was not at all what I expected to hear, and came out of there way more excited than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a cool announcement, but yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Yeah. So hopefully soon we'll get to know.
They said sometime this week we'll be able to talk about
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
That'll be good. What about prospectors? What can I unpack my lands now?
Yeah, the land unpacking won't happen until the Grand Land launches. So the Grand Land's launching this October.
October.
We just put the remainder of the packs up on the open sale, so there's still a bunch of them left. We expect they'll probably be left right up until the sale. We kind of this is kind of by design. We didn't really want them to be like bought up and like speculated on, because of course it's a random plot on the map. So of course once the land gets launched and people actually see what they have on their lands, of course then there'll be a whole market for lands for all the different resources, and depending on what's on the land is really gonna determine what people are asking for the land in the secondary market. So then of course people will have an idea of what they should be worth in the secondary market, whereas now it's kind of just total speculation. And so to really protect people and make sure everyone has a fair chance at the same odds at getting a resource rich plot as opposed to getting a plot with whatever on it.
Yeah.
The land should be available until the sale.
Okay, great. That makes sense to me.
Until the land launch. The sale will be available until the land actually launches. So the map's going to launch in October. It's like the biggest launch, the biggest land map we've ever launched. I think it's now going to be 100 by 100 squares, which is like almost twice as big as the map on EOS or on Wax. So it's really the culmination of like, 3 years of worth of beta testing, 4 different maps, 2 of them being boom towns, kind of like an experiments, all in an effort to really dial in, the economy, the balance of resources, the balance of work, and how long it takes to really extract resources, and all these things kind of coming together in this this sort of final version of this grand land that there should be plenty to do in this land for like years to come is kind of the idea.
Awesome.
Crazy.
Yeah. I got into the prospectors like, back, when I first started kind of just getting into the blockchain games, and I tried to do it like the honest way, just like build it slowly. And it was so hard. And eventually I just gave up. And then there was some sale that came up and I missed it. I was so bummed that I missed it. I they come and go. I miss them. I miss more than I catch them, I feel like. But this one, I didn't even know what was happening. And I just like stumbled into it and was like, oh my God, yes. And I went crazy and I bought a bunch of land.
Good one, because it's obviously totally different from what the Boomtown experiments were, but also even just from the back in the day, like when we launched the first map on EOS, that was sort of it's when the maps launches when there's the most opportunities and when there's the most work available and people are really competing for jobs. And so as a landowner or as just like the regular player, you really want to be coming into the game when there's a lot of economic activity, because then of course there's going to be a lot of jobs available, right? Well,
right.
What we saw in some of the last worlds was there was this big spike in economic activity for like the first few months or the first 6 months or whatever on EOS, and then slowly but surely it started to wind down, and it was harder and harder to find a job, and there was more and more competition. This was because as the minerals were taken out of the ground, there just becomes less and less to do, basically, right? So with this map, there's a number of changes that basically we did with this map. First and foremost, there's like twice as many minerals as any of the other maps, including gold. So like gold is like almost 3 times the amount of gold that was on like the EOS map or the Wax map. So some of these plots will have like 100,000 PGL worth of gold on them, and then the other ones will have like 80,000 and 50,000 PGL. There's like a crap load of gold in the map, but of course, as anybody who's played the game knows, it's like it's gold is just one small part of the game, and of course, in order to get that gold out of the ground, you need tools, and in order to make tools, you need all this other resources, iron, and trees for the handles and whatever, right? So, and there's all these different industries, and so they're all really just as important as any other part of the game. Like all the industries really have a really balanced need. And so just like in real life, there's going to be competition for whatever industry. That if there's more tool shops, then the tool prices will be more competitive. And there's a ton of clay mines, then the clay price is going to be competitive. And whatever market is sort of less competitive, that you're going to see the prices reflect that. And so it's a lot like real life. It's just a matter of supply and demand. And so with the higher amount of minerals that are going to be on this map, and then of course the fact that we've changed the mining rate so that it basically smooths out that, instead of there being a big spike where a lot of stuff's coming out early and then nothing comes out 2 years down the line, it's going to be very smoothed out. So there's going to be like a more smooth curve of a lot of minerals and a lot of stuff to last a long time, to basically continue building and continue the real economy like it would be more in real
Oh, it's so fun. Cool. So our Planet and Prospectors is under the same roof, right? It's the same company that makes both games?
Yep, exactly. We can.
Yes.
We
Okay.
can do it.
Yes. Okay. So Prospectors came first, right? Like that was the first. Like, was there always an Our Planet in the plan? Like when they were building Prospectors at first, or was it?
No, I mean, Prospectors has really been going for like 3 or 4 years now. So it's like I don't think back in those days. And there was actually some other games that these guys have actually been making games for even before there was any such thing as blockchain gaming. So
right,
they were making apps and games maybe a decade ago. And then so of course with the advent of Ethereum, they really started devising this plan to create this gold mining game, which the original plan was going to be possibly to do it on Ethereum. This was back in maybe like 2015. And so, of course, the gas prices were somewhat reasonable then, but then it became really apparent in like maybe 2016 and early 2017 that it really wasn't going to be practical to launch a game like this on Ethereum because, you know, every action is actually an action on chain. And so there would be gas fee for every single action. And of course, it would take time. It would totally make the game just take so long just to do basic actions. So they started looking, you know, in 2016, 2017 for a proof of stake chain. And of course, that was right when EOS was and EOS.io technology was being announced and developed. And so early on, it was decided that we would choose EOS to launch the original game, which was, of course, a beta test of the map. And you know, it was super successful at the time, and the PGL token was, of course, you know, worth something, and the game was really popular for a while. And then, of course, even EOS started having what many people are now just experiencing for the first time, actual CPU issues. There was a program, you know, a mining thing. It's called IDOS. For anyone who doesn't know, it basically was just like putting up shitloads of transactions on the chain for, you know, basically mining these tokens. And similar like we see now on Wax, kind of like with Alien Worlds, there's just like a ton of transactions happening, and it of course makes it so that, you know, CPU becomes more and more expensive. And so even to play prospectors, so we were actually one of the first, I think we were actually the first app to cover CPU for its users on EOS. So, but for a while there, it was hairy, and when CPU became really expensive, that was sort of like the point where, you know, we lost a lot of players. People literally just couldn't afford to even transact on chain. They couldn't actually make any actions because they didn't have enough EOS staked, which is we're seeing like these eerily similar things happening right now in Wax, where you can only do so many transactions and people are running out of CPU. And obviously they're working on fixing these things, and you know, obviously it'll get better. But
so my question, I'm curious, like when did the first conversation for our planets when did that first start happening about?
Like, I'd say maybe late 2019, early, you know, maybe a little more than a year ago. It wasn't you know, the original, and as you guys know, right, so there was this sort of alchemy portion of the game that was sort of devised to start this, you know, this staking platform, which of course had never really been done. And the goal was basically to distribute this game token, and basically give people a reason to get their foot in the door and come to the website. And so, of course, this in the meantime, we knew that the actual conquest part of the game, which looks a little bit like Travion for anybody who's familiar with that game, but it's going to be basically a map where we're going to be, you know, you're going to be like constructing these robots and battling, whatever. So that was kind of like the main goal, was to create some kind of like Travion type game. But knowing this was going to take, you know, as you guys know, it takes time, right? Building, especially a game like that complicated, it takes, you know, it can take years. But in this case, I think we're going to get it done, you know, within about a year. So it was started about a year ago, and this sort of simple alchemy game was just sort of like the lead up to it. It was kind of like a place filler, but also to serve the purpose of just distributing these tokens and giving people a way to earn the game token and play a game that sort of built up to what will be like the real Our Planet game, which is the Conquest game, which hopefully will be coming by the end of this year. We'll definitely be building robots by then and be like be sort of outfitting your land. It's a little bit going to be like prospectors in that way. We've done land sales in Our Planet as well, and those land sales those land pieces, as soon as you open them, are basically like mining a mineral. So that's like totally passive income. You don't need to click any buttons. You don't need to log in. It's just automatically mining those minerals, and you can just sort of collect them at will. And those minerals are sort of going to be the building block, so to speak, of this whole new conquest game.
That's incredible. You know, it's so when all the hype and everybody started kind of getting excited about Our Planet, you guys didn't expect that, did you? Or did you, or were you guys, oh, this is going to make people go crazy?
Of course, it's like, you know, it's easy to become a victim of your own success, right? Like shit got completely FOMO'd up, and people then bought up all the stuff, and it became, you know, for a while people were complaining, it's too expensive, noobs can't get in, everything is too high. So everyone was complaining when you know, Ether price was high, and then of course everyone's then complaining when Ether price is low. And I guess it would probably, if you could design it, we would have designed it on a slow and steady curve, not like a straight up adoption curve of like, everyone in wax FOMOing in and keeping into to your shit. But yeah, I mean, that's just the free market. You just got to let it do whatever it's going to do. And we kind of just have our heads down building, and of course having a lot of, having the success and having the people buying up the lands was great. And it just sets us up for having a lot of players ready to go when this main conquest game really takes off, which is really what we're excited about, what we've really been focused on building for like the last year.
Well, it's also too, the land also it functions in two different metaverses. It works in the Art Planet one as well as in the Uplift world as well too.
Yeah, that's a great point, man. That's the first NFT, at least that we know of, where it's the same NFT could be basically earning you passive income without having to basically do anything theoretically, just by owning the one NFT. If you do the what we call uplifting your land, so you're basically taking 5 million Aether and it's sort of an upgrade that you could do right in our game interface. That it automatically sort of updates the metadata on the NFT that will grant you land ownership in the Uplift, which is like a Minecraft server that's run by the Uplift crew. And so there's a different Minecraft server for each of the types of land that we've launched. So the one was called Swine Land, and then the other is Borvalis, which is like Bor Valley, right? And each of them have their own sort of Uplift metaverse that's connected to them. And yeah, like you said, it was the first time that's really ever been done, and so far people are loving it. And I think the rewards just started flowing on that. I'm kind of out of the loop on that, to tell you the truth, but I know that they've been building out that functionality for a while now, and it was expected to come. And I think they've basically just now delivered on that, because I know I just saw somebody talking about how the wax rewards they got were awesome. So it just kind of piqued my interest, and I'm going to start now. And of course, once the rewards start flowing, everybody's interest get piqued, and so I'll probably look into that and start figuring that out myself at some point as soon as I get a minute here. But
yeah, I have I uplifted my lands, but I'm obsessed with my main land plot. I haven't left it in months. So I haven't gone to my my uplift land plots yet, and not even dropped a block yet. I haven't built a thing yet. So that's on the list. I got to get to it. But yeah, I'm excited about that. I think that's super cool that there's that you guys have that partnership NFT thing going, where it's like working in both metaverses. It's super cool. And I'm excited as all balls for these robots. I can't wait.
Oh, dude, I know.
Yeah.
I know. There's
Somebody
so
in the chat is saying, Bonz, did you see the guy who dropped 100 million Aether on inventions today?
Whoa.
Holy crap! No, I didn't see that. Wow.
From one
Someone's
player.
Yeah. You can uplift 20 plots for that amount of money. But that's a lot of land right there. But yeah, it's kind of cool to see what they're doing. And I know there's now all these people that are kind of like forming these, like, I don't know, clubs and alliances and all this stuff. And there's all these building clubs and dudes that are basically like, they're like now making a side business out of like building up like your Minecraft. Like they'll build you like crazy buildings for money. So like, kind of cool to see, like now it's like its own little economy with people. And that's of course what what their design was like. Eventually, if they just keep building, it's going to be a really cool spot to go hang out and go check out whatever gets built there. And in the meantime, if you build something cool and people come to your plot, you're going to be like earning wax and like Aether or like their Upliftium token. So yeah, there's just like uplifting that one piece of land could theoretically earn you the passive income of like 3 different tokens, at least at this point. Yeah.
Have you seen the robots?
Oh man, I've been teasing the robots on. So I've been doing like a weekly live stream every Thursday night. Yeah. It's kind of like an AMA, and yeah, we've been teasing the robots and like sort of the images, and yeah, man, some of them are really cool. I wish I could almost show you if we could figure out a share screen, but if not, I'll send you over some pictures. But there's some like 3D models.
You can share your screen. Let me set that up for you.
Let's let's see if I could figure this out. Let me see if I can find it before
Yeah.
we do that.
I need to see that wasp again. That wasp image was so sick.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, exactly. That one's pretty cool. There's another one that's like all the like animal ones are like really cool, but there's these like 3D. I'm gonna see if I want to see if I can find the 3D ones. Oh, here we go. Okay, so check this out. Okay, so wait a minute. Can you guys can you share screen, or do I gotta enable share screen?
I've
It's at
enabled
the
it, so
bottom
you
there.
can share your screen now.
Okay, ready? Let's check this out. So this is the one. You guys can see this?
No, they can now. Yeah. Oh wow.
That's sick.
Yeah, that is badass.
So that
That
one,
looks
everyone's calling that like the Boston Dynamics. It looks like a dog, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like yeah, okay, so this is the other guy. Guys, looks like some kind of like tank thing, rocket launchers on the side. So there's like all these different types of different like sort of like families of robots.
Yeah.
So like there's like predators and well there's like so there's the one that's kind of like the spy, and then there's the one that's like your infantry, and there's one that's cavalry. But yeah, they're pretty sick. And so
These look great.
yeah, and I don't know, yeah, and so like we have, of course there's like the still action shots of
All
the actual
the
robot.
materials that the lands are mining, we're gonna use those to build these little puppies.
Yeah, so I'll show you quickly what some of the actual robots
Yeah.
will look like in the game. Okay, let me do this one more time. Find the share screen.
Sneaky peekies.
Yeah, so I dropped these all on. I dropped these as sneak peeks on the on my weekly AMA.
Yeah.
So I hopefully you guys are seeing this
We're
here.
seeing it.
So this is like one of the dudes, and that guy's. So this is like the dragonfly looking one. This guy's one of the spies. So that's like what you have to like see what other people have on their plots.
Mhm.
Can you click on it to make it bigger?
Yeah, one moment.
These
You
look
see
great.
that?
I'm interested in Rick now.
Yeah.
I know, look at
looks
him
Gotta find out his
great.
deal.
Yeah, they look good. Sweet.
So that's like the one that's like the spy.
Those are cool. Yeah.
This guy's kind of like one of the infantry guys. More of the like flying guys. Oh, this guy's pretty cool. You see that?
Uh,
It might be
Oh,
frozen.
no, the screen you have us on isn't changing here.
Oh wow. I don't know why not. Let's see. Says I'm sharing screen. I guess I might be on the wrong
Window or
yeah,
something,
you might
maybe.
have shared to the specific page or
Oh
whatever.
yeah.
Let's. We got yeah. Oh
Oh,
yeah.
here we go.
I'll get-
Oh, here we go. Maybe that was the problem. Can you see it now?
Oh,
Yeah.
There we go.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh, okay, perfect. So yeah, these are. I'll go back and show you the ones. So yeah, this guy's like one of the cool guys. You see,
Oh,
they
yeah.
almost look like they should like transform too. This guy looks like he could like
Yeah.
sit down
Oh,
and then be
yeah.
like driving on those tank treads. It'd be almost like a tank.
Yeah, that's super.
Yeah, you get the idea. There's going to be like 3 different like species of robots,
Yeah.
and you kind of and they all take like different combinations of the different amount of minerals. So like there's like the 3 different types of land you have, and then the one other type of land is called weakenite, and that land is the one that's kind of like the fuel source for the robots. So it's like yeah, like you'll all the different types of robots are all going to need that one mineral weakenite. And then of course, to build the robots, you're gonna need like different combinations of those other 3 minerals, like the waxon and the plutonium and the antiterium.
Very cool.
So yeah, it's really cool. I know everyone's super excited about actually getting to the robot portion.
Yeah,
We're
it'll be
gonna
amazing.
I know we're gonna start seeing that like this fall, October. We'll start seeing like some of that functionality. There's also going to be the actual documentation about the game itself coming sometime in September. We've been saying mid-September. I know people are excited to actually learn about all the different mechanics and how the robots will be built and what you're going to need. And so we're going to basically be releasing like the game documentation, and sort of updating the roadmap and dropping the first functionality of starting to build the robots, and then by the next phase it will be actually defending ourselves against the alien invasion that's been in
So scary, so exciting. It's so nuts. Like, there's been so much hype and so much chatter, and it's like we haven't even really begun yet. Like we're almost there, and like that's the really exciting part.
It hasn't even started. It hasn't even started yet. I mean, this is like, it's a fun game, the alchemy game, and we're the idea was that we were crafting all the minerals and elements that we are going to need to build our new life on Mars. And now we've sort of landed on Mars, and we're building this infrastructure out. And,
landed right there,
right on his shoulder.
Exactly. It's all about Mars.
What about
actually it's funny because I say that, but it's like so it started out as being the R planet. And it was actually never intended to be like actually Mars. And somebody earlier on kind of said that, and then and I think now we tend to call it the R planet as opposed to saying Mars. So it's kind of funny that I still have that in my head from the spaceship that was launching to Mars. But yeah, I don't think it was ever really intended to be actually Mars. It was always intended, I think, to be kind of a sort of a made up planet as
the whole names and of that project and my project and myself and our association makes for all sorts of word slips when we get talking.
Yeah, it's fun. Fun stuff.
Like, wait, you talking about red planet, our planet, Mars? What?
No, that's exactly right. Yeah, exactly.
What about tribal books? What's going on with that?
Yeah, tribal books. I can't wait for tribal books. I got to see a little bit of it when I was in Ukraine, like where it's at. And of course, it's like, just like we were talking about earlier, right? These games take a real blockchain game, and not just like a gimmick game, take years to put together, And I'm excited about where it's going to be. I'm of course saw the art as it was coming together and saw the conceptual designs and some of the gameplay sort of like what it's going to look like, storyboard stuff, and as of when I saw it, it's of course it's just a lot of code right now. There wasn't any like cool like visual thing to show. Everybody wants to see like everybody really wants to see images and like what it's going to look like. And I know we're going to be coming up with something soon. There's going to be an actual, we're going to actually start to market the game before it comes out. There's going to be a trailer, and there's going to be some cool shots of the gameplay, and everyone's going to get really excited again. And I know, the people who have held on are going to be stoked. And I think pretty much like with all the, mining multipliers, like basically anybody who's been holding, any tribal books, NFTs have probably done pretty well just by staking them in our planet basically at this point. But of course they will have a use case. The game's actually gonna be really cool. It's kind of like a whole P2P like magic card, sort of almost like a cross between, sort of Magic the Gathering and kind of a quest based. It will also have kind of a map. But basically, the whole magic element is gonna be pretty cool. Put it together.
I was gonna say I still copy the voiceover guy. Oh man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
He said it's so
legendary. I love it. I love that voiceover, dude.
Yeah, the trailer was awesome. Yeah.
I actually saw like the original artwork, like all that artwork from that. And you guys remember too, like at that time, I mean, it's not even quite a year ago, but you remember where we were just a little over a year ago, where we had GPK launched, right? And then we had, some of the other big launches like Blockchain Heroes, whatever. Then it was like, the pack openings were like pretty basic. Like I remember it was like, you ripped open the pack and the cards would all come flying out. There wasn't like, nobody had really made like really cool like animations yet, And I think at that time when Tribal Books got launched, it was like at that point, it was like one of the coolest pack openings like in all of Wax, and I got to see like those the actual still drawings of that. Like it was like hand drawn, you know, some dude actually drew out that artwork, and then they just kind of took those artworks and animated. And I know that's like kind of like what you guys did with that awesome pack opening for your comic, which was freaking still to this day, METAVERSE.
Yeah, no,
That's
exactly.
good.
My favorite pack opening, I think.
That's awesome.
Good. Emmett over there is the voice of the Force. So.
Oh yes, that's you, Emmett. That's so cool, dude. I love that.
METAVERSE.
Yes. Dude, yeah, you guys nailed it on it. That song too, like creating the the original. It's like it never gets old too. It's like I remember that day when we were cracking packs when the shit just launched. We must have cracked like 50 packs, and it's like the shit just doesn't get old. It doesn't matter how many times
Those drums.
it gets better and better every time. Like.
Oh, we were having a blast. We were down at the bar at Adrock's house. It was Bonz, myself, and ADK Original, and my boy on the other side of the bar. And we're just ripping packs. There's just pack openings flying all over. Everybody's yelling Force.
That sounds like fun.
We were on the stream, but I had to mute it because it was mayhem.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
That's right. Are you guys making any other games, or have you made enough yet?
Yeah, no, there's actually been another game. There's actually a couple other games that are kind of like in the works. They're all kind of like, stacked at this point,
Yeah.
But because of course, we the main focus is sort of getting the Our Planet Conquest game launched.
Yeah.
Where we actually putting work. But yeah, there's other games that are already like conceptually coming together.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's I don't think any that I can talk about at this point, but yeah, there's other games. There's gonna be fun games that are gonna be have cool like little game theory to them that are gonna be sort of more simple. We kind of have this whole variety of games, right? We have this, Prospectors, which is like really involved. You to the point where you're running like a business just like you would in real life with real profit loss and having employees and all this other stuff, all the way to the other end of the spectrum, where you're gonna have this like where we have Our Planet now is just basically this simple alchemy game. Pick 4 things and throw it in the generator, and either you get an invention or you don't, or you craft an NFT or you don't. And there's going to be some more games kind of coming along. As we saw that people really like the alchemy part of our game, and obviously there's people who don't want to get really involved in a game. They like that. It's just like we saw happen in the real world with the app explosion and Angry Birds and all the popular game apps, and you compare that to sort of the Farmvilles of the world, right? Or then the more complicated games like you see, and of course there's people that want to play like every level of game. So I really think having a wide sort of variety of games that people can play will sort of always keep the games popular.
Right on. Yeah, no, for sure. And do you also work for Colobox as well?
Well, so I do actually work with for Crypto Alliance.
Crypto
And
Alliance.
they did of course EOSIO OGs. They developed the testnet, the original, of course, Jungle testnet, and they, of course, created and maintain all the testnets. And yeah, have been an EOSIO block producer from the beginning, helped launch the chain, and produce blocks for every EOSIO chain, including Ultra, which is super exclusive. There's only like 7 block producers, one of which is like, it's going to be Ubisoft and like AMD. It's like they're going to have major real deal games on Ultra. It's going to be essentially like, Steam, but with where the games are NFTs and you have true ownership, and the marketplace is basically peer to peer. And it's what Ultra is actually amazing. And of course, Telos and Wax and Europe Chain and EOS, of course, and Join FIO, FIO blockchain. There's so many blockchains that we produce for. They're all EOSIO chains. And we were the ones that I should say we, but Crypto Alliance, I didn't help develop the standard, but Crypto Alliance developed the actual original simple asset standard, which of course was a lot of the original Wax NFTs were simple assets, and it's a great standard to use for fungible tokens as well. Like all of the Our Planet fungible tokens are built using simple assets. So the simple asset standard is now actually evolving, and there's going to be a simple assets 2.0, which is actually going to be used by Voice, which was like B1's one of B1's project, which was originally supposed to be like this social network, and it was a social network, which is now pivoting to be this like NFT platform. So they're sort of picking up where Simple Assets sort of left off with 1.0, and they're going to be launching the Simple Assets 2.0 standard, which is actually going to have all kinds of new functionality, which make it a really, really good USIO standard. And yeah, so yeah, CryptoLines OG. I love that they've sort of taken me on, and yeah, I love working for them because there's sort of all this crossover. And we of course have worked with, aside from of course developing Kolobok, developed also the Simple Market, which is of course now going to be, I think it's there's some other markets now that are going to be sort of like also doing the simple asset fungible. NFT Hive is one that we point people to from our planet all the time.
Yeah.
And so yeah, Ben does an awesome job. And so we also have developed like CryptoLines was the one that actually developed the staking contract for us, for the Weekend team. And so they also now gone on to develop some other staking contracts. There's some other games that we've kind of been working with CryptoLines, one of which is called Coin Pirates. I'm not sure if any of you guys know about that, but it's like another one of the up and coming games. It's kind of cool. It's like, it looks like it's going to be sort of a pirate. You're kind of like you own these pirate crews, and you kind of like battle for treasure, and it looks fun.
It does.
They're another one that has launched a staking contract to where you can by owning their NFTs or owning Kolobok or Our Planet NFTs, you can stake it on their platform and be earning their token, which is I think called the CPR token. So these play to earn games and these staking platforms are of course like multiplying, like rabbits. And yeah, it's good to see all these other projects coming up, and it's where this space is going and where it's come from in the last year and where it'll be probably in another year from now. It's been incredible to watch.
Yeah. Well, I keep saying, like, it's not there ain't gonna just be one of these. There's gonna be multiple, and I think it's fun to see. Like, it seems like there's a lot of competition, but I think the competition is healthy from my perspective, because it seems like the innovation is, it's pushing the innovation, and it's fun to see where it's gonna go. But I'm a super fan when it comes to Our Planet, and like I've just been excited and waiting for robots and for gameplay, and like it's nice to know that it's all coming. You know what I mean? Like I'm patient and excited is where I'm at with it.
Me too, man. And that's the only way you could be. I mean, we all live in, like 24/7 when you're like balls deep, like we all are, like 24/7. And like crypto years, it's like dog years, right? Like 1 year in crypto space, it's like you age 100 years, So it's like everything feels like it's like when everything, right? And it's like really the space is moving like lightning fast, but it feels like it's not moving fast enough for a lot of people. But yeah.
Or Emmett was just saying to me this morning, he's like, because he's been working on another project, and it feels like he's missed everything in the last and he's like, I don't know how to jump back in and figure out where everything is at. It feels like that if you blink.
Dude, for real, exactly. I mean, dude, you look at what's sort of been happening on ETH in the last year, and basically like being so balls deep in wax too, like. How many boats were missed since we didn't have our finger on the pulse of what was going on over in Ethereum,
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was just kind of gonna comment on what you were saying before. Is like Corey I think was one of the first to call like this whole idea of these staking games is a genre, and so yeah, like the more of these projects that come up, especially good quality ones. Like I see what you guys are doing over there. Green Rabbit, like super high quality, great graphics, great website. Like the more of these awesome high quality projects that launch on Wax, it's going to make like Wax is still like the undiscovered gem of this whole play to earn space. Like there's more like, high quality game. Like I don't know if you guys saw what's going on over on Binance Chain, but it's like there's all these games, but it's like there's a big difference between like high quality legit games that have staying power, and then just like a lot of these cheesy games that like people are launching, and then there's like rip off games that are like launching, and I mean, of course, there's going to be a ton of that, but if it's just going to continue to grow the space, and we're going to just keep seeing like higher and higher quality games that are going to continue to use like USIO tech until we're going to see like this explosion of, like this, where it's all going to culminate, where we're already seeing now games like Blankos, where you have like real deal AAA game studios making like super high quality, legit, real world games that are going to be on consoles at some point,
Yeah.
and then we see like Ultra, which will be this other USIO platform that'll be there to host it, and how this will all tie together, and the cross chain communication will get better. IBC linking up all these chains with Ethereum, which I think the Blankos marketplace is going to be able to offer, is going to be even offering Ethereum. I think soon you can be selling your Blankos. It's like,
Right.
once all these things come together these next few years, I think, as Raul Paul like kind of just he said, this whole space is going to 100x. Like we're still just not even scratching the surface. Like this entire space as a space is going to 100x. So it's
Yeah.
like we're still so early. It's like absurd,
Absolutely. What do you know about Dark Country?
So yeah, I met the guys, another team from Ukraine. Oleg, I just met him. We partied out at this resort in the Carpathian Mountains in Ukraine. Those guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Good friends of-
That sounds crazy.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that guy's wicked cool. Actually, he was one of the cooler dudes, and I love what those guys are doing. I love their artwork right from the beginning. I was like, man, it's just really cool that it's like a genre, that genre of that whole style. And what they built is cool. And I know some people that play pretty hardcore that went hard early on their stuff. And yeah, I love what they're doing. And yeah, it's cool because they're another Ukraine team. There's a lot of, they're good friends with the whole Weekend team. And of course, I'm sure they know the Crypto Lions guys as well. So yeah, what they've done is really cool. And I like their artwork too as well. And yeah, they're building a game that's I think will again, like all these sort of like seeds that are being planted,
Yeah.
and all these different genres are all going to continue to grow, because as people come into the space, they're going to see like these different sort of artwork genres or whatever. They're going to be pulled into one of these communities or many of these communities, and each one of these is just going to continue to grow and be its own like ecosystem at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at the top list on the market on Atomic Hub, and like, forever in the world, it was like Our Planet Alien World's up top. Like right now, today, it's like Farmer's World, which is like one I have not dove into. I kept seeing it on the side, and it's like, it's crazy to me what goes crazy. You know what I mean? You never know which one it is. But it's like Splinterlands is big up on there now, and they revamped their whole system. They've got land and stuff now, and they're like, like their staking systems are all insane. Colonize Mars. I've not even looked at this one at all, like, barely.
Dude, there's so much going on, and for all of us who are actually busy doing all this real work, it's so hard to keep track of. But
absolutely,
it's fun though.
Impossible.
Yeah.
It's totally impossible.
Yeah, it is fun. I was thinking that like early on when you were talking about some of this, I was just wondering, like, you just wake up in the morning and laugh, like, because your life. I mean, I know it's pretty tough at times. You got to deal with the crowds and stuff, but man, you just do the coolest shit. Yeah, you work on the coolest projects. It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, well, dude, you guys are living the dream. You guys put yourself in a comic book. You guys are now like superheroes.
Forget about that shit. Yeah,
you guys are now. Look at my boy Mars Utah over there. He's like now a real life superhero with his own. You guys put yourself in a comic book, and now it take off, and you guys got this whole huge community behind you. And
yeah,
I mean that's living the dream. If I can't imagine any other better way than to get a bunch of people who are passionate about something, who all have a cool skill and bring something to the table, and then put all your skills together, just like a superhero force would do, right? You got a whole bunch of different superheroes. They all come together to form some kind of superhero group. Classic, superhero groups are like, they all, like you guys did it in real life and made a real product in real life. And the product is yourself. That's like the coolest thing ever,
Yeah, no, it's a miracle too, because like one of us could have been an asshole or something, like it, could have not have worked, but like we all get along. But we didn't know each other from the beginning, really, so we just got lucky in that way, I feel like.
That's so true, man. You
Yeah.
got it. Chemistry is the whole thing, dude. When you
It
have that
is.
lightning in a bottle of putting a group together and everybody works well together, and you got that spark. You know, you guys did the right thing by bottling it up and you know, putting a tag on it and bag it and tag it and bring it to market.
Yeah.
Guys
Yeah, it
crushed
just kind of rolled together. We did get lucky though, you know. I figured
Definitely.
out I figured out, well, you told me about NFTs and then I grabbed 80K and I'm like, look, all right, we got to do this.
it.
And
Yeah.
then rolled into left and then we picked up Rec and then T Davis and yeah, that was like what 9 months ago we probably fully formed.
Feels like a decade ago or something.
Crypto years.
Feels like it.
Yeah.
Dog years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
84 years.
Like some weird ass Voltron.
Yeah.
My goodness. Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy that there's other games in line and there's like tribal books coming out. That's because tribal books definitely seem to have fallen off my radar for a second. It seemed like it was there. I bought some cards and then I just forgotten about it. Maybe I'm staking them, but yeah, so it's nice to know that that's coming out. Is there dates or not yet for that?
Yeah, tribal books is I couldn't say any dates. I'm not even sure.
Yeah. Okay.
The timeline is very much like by quarter and these sort of milestones that we're hitting. But yeah, I really hope, you know, and that's one of the things I'm always sort of, you know, and definitely when I was in Ukraine, I was actually in the office. It was one thing I was really like pushing towards. I was like, I really want to see where the tribal book stuff is, just because I was really pushing. I know a lot of people are like really, you know, because just that there hasn't been the you know, the trailer or the hype or the gameplay, any of the videos yet that we've made, and people really want to see that stuff. And so I totally get it, you know. So I'm really rooting for it too. So I was really like kind of pushing the guys, like, we really got to get this promo stuff out for tribal books. Like, we want to see it. But yeah, I know, you know, the focus is sort of became, you know, the timeline for our planet, I think, sort of bumped everything up. Once you know, it was like sort of the right timing, and you know, we had so many players and people excited about it, and I know we got a lot of resources pointed towards that. And then of course, like, you know, this has been like 3 years in the making for this prospectors launch. So, and this has been on the calendar for like a year or two. So it's kind of a lot of things were all kind of coming together at this fall. And so, yeah, like you know, the prospectors map is just a matter of retooling. And so that of course became, you know, really high priority as well. And so once the prospectors map is launched, it's kind of like off to live its own thing. And our, you know, we'll have, you know, resources freed up to be getting back to some of these other things that really need to be worked on. And
How
yeah,
big is the weekend team?
Yeah, so there's got to be like, there's a lot of people that are kind of on the periphery. There's like, you know, when we were at the party, I think there was like 150 people there, like with everybody's,
wow.
like, people brought their, like, you know, their wives and kids, but then a lot of it is like families. Like a lot of them, the dude and his wife will work, you know, or they have some job, or you know, there's a lot of sort of extended family too that all it's like everybody. I met all these guys, and they're all like, they all kind of knew each other through the grapevine, or they were like related, or their cousins, or just this huge sort of family. It was really like this vibe of like huge family was really how it felt. And it really is to some extent, because it was like this huge group of people. A lot of them are all like related, like this, you know, it's like
That's awesome.
a huge family tree, you know, but they all came together at this sort of, it's like, it was literally like, you know, a family gathering almost. But of course, then it was, you know, and then of course some of the other teams were there, like the guys from, you know, like I mentioned before, Dark Country, and, you know, I think some of the guys, you know, the guys from Crypto Lions came up, and, you know, there was other teams too there. So it wasn't just weekend people, but
Yeah.
you know, but then, you know, the actual office where it's like, you know, the lead developer, the, you know, CTO, the CEO, like, you know, the actual, our main office is maybe like, there was maybe like 12 desks in there with people that are throughout the day. Like at any one time, everybody's there, and, you know, people were coming and going. You know, some people work sort of early in the day and some people work later in the day, but there'd be always a handful of people there. And it was such a fun thing, because I was like, the whole time I was there, I just kind of like treated it like it was my job to wake up and go to work. So I just every day woke up and like walked to the office, and like they gave me a desk. They like pulled aside a desk, and like they gave me a desk, and I was just like set up my computer. I was like straight to work every day. And
Do you have a tie on? Or that first day, did you wear a tie or?
Oh no, it's everybody. No, there's definitely no dress code. It's definitely like, I mean, if I showed
There's
you,
no
like,
rules.
if I showed you the cabinet of whiskey that's in the office at where these guys are, you guys would be like, wait a minute, what's going on there? But no, it's like these guys, it's definitely, they have like this VR headset, and it's like they have, you know, it's like the PlayStation VR, and they're out there like playing video games, and you know, we're drinking whiskey with lunch, but no, a lot of work's getting done. It's not like it's you know, party all afternoon. It was like, you know,
Yeah.
people take breaks whenever they want, and then they're back to work, and it seems like people are in there working long days, and just kind of hanging out with their bros, which is kind of been a while for me. That was kind of how I worked for a really long time. I ran a crew. I run a glass business, and I had all these guys, and we sort of hung out. We'd all meet up, you know, we all kind of put ourselves on whatever schedule we wanted to, but we're all hanging out there, you know, puffing all day. We'd take puff breaks together, and it's kind of like your boys that you're chilling with, but you're also getting your work done. And, you know, that's kind of the same vibe at the weekend office. It's like everybody's in their own zone, working on their own thing, but everyone takes breaks and hanging out. And it was just so fun for me to kind of be part of that, and kind of just feel like I was like part of the team there, you know.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It was cool stuff.
Well, Mars, there's a question coming in here from the chat here that maybe you can answer. Does anyone else get confused sometimes between the meat fork and the salad fork?
I don't usually have that problem. I think you'll still make out all right, but it's very important not to confuse the plastic fork with the metal forks.
Yeah, you gotta stay away from those metal forks. Thanks for setting me up for that one. I felt like that was like an alley-oop slam.
And
Right.
that's the difference between a soft
I'll be
fork
the-
and a hard fork.
Soft
I'll
fork.
be the Stockton Deer Malone left.
Thanks, thank you. Thank you. Well, we're getting to the end of the show here, so maybe we should get to the. We didn't do the safe word today. Damn it! Well, I saw Hurley TV had posted it, and then we were chatting, and I forgot to get into that portion of the show. So
It's in the chat if you go and look for
Yeah,
it.
it's in the
They
they
chat.
had to really do
yeah.
their work today.
We'll
Should have just been
see.
metaphors today.
What's
That would have
that?
been fun. It should have just been metaphors. That would have been a fun one.
I think, or metal forks. I think it was the other
Oh,
day.
metal forks. There you go.
Yeah. I mean, I saw.
No,
I
we
know.
didn't get to yell once.
I know what the safe word is, and I don't know if I should
Okay.
say it because that would blow the whole thing, right?
Yeah, don't say it.
All right. Well, let's just see
What are we
what
giving away
happens. There's
today?
not there's a kind 18 folks watching. 17 people have smashed the like button in the positive way. One has smashed it in the negative way, which that one was like smashed like before the show started. So I mean, come on, give us a chance. Like, like watch the show first. Like, 5 minutes, and if we suck, then down it. But
I think someone's been assigned a job to dislike the show every day.
I know, yeah. They were around for a while, and then they disappeared, and I think they're back. So, welcome back. Welcome back.
Oh, we just got another one. Woo.
Oh, cool. Very cool. Yeah. You're not going to get to our all-time high, though. No way. You got to break double
Nope.
digits to do that. So good luck. Good luck with that one. All right.
Big
So,
pride in
the
those thumbs down.
NFT Tuesday giveaway form is now open. If you look at the top of the YouTube chat, you will find that pinned message. And good luck on the safe word. Maybe if you're just creative enough with something, I'll let you in. We'll see. We'll see.
Give a good effort.
Yeah, good effort. I know that it was a superhero thing. It had something to do with a superhero. What one particular superhero does.
I don't know which one. Which one might it be?
Yeah, I don't know. Did you have an itch in your armpit, Mars? What are you doing there?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
itching this green
Yeah,
spot right
okay.
here.
All right, fair enough. All right, it seems like people
Getting
are
some
coming
out.
hot here with some I mean, the responses are coming in, so they must know something that I don't know. All right, let's see what they know.
I think
well-
I do.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, you didn't laugh at my jokes.
Yeah, they know what's going on here. They pay attention. Somebody is. Not me, though.
All right,
Let
phew.
me- I'm trying to I'm getting down to them. Oh, here they are. Yeah. People, you guys did a good job with the safe word.
Good work today, people.
Yeah. One person used metal fork. I'll let that fly. That works. But the safe word was Hulk out. Hulk out was the safe word for the day.
Yeah, that's why I got the Hulk out. you
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
I wasn't
That's
sure
why
if you were getting that or not.
That's why I said, were you scratching? Yeah, I was setting you
Okay.
up there. I was being
got me
your
with the
Stockton
Deadpool
to your
movement
Malone
today.
or whatever it is.
Yep. Be the paint into my
Alrighty.
camp.
I'm gonna get these names all into the pond here. I'll open up the screen. What are we giving away today?
Very important.
Yeah, in the grubfish pond, that is. The grubfish pond. What, Mars, do you have anything you want to give away today? Or,
What can I give away?
what
I
about the
always have something I
Chibi?
can
Chibi,
give
you want to throw
I
something?
could throw a couple packs.
Okay.
Absolutely got a couple packs for you.
Okie dokie.
We'll do
I'll
two of
back it up
the
with something
7-card
here.
packs.
Bonds, you got anything you want to throw up there from one of your several different projects? Or if not, no problem, no pressure. We didn't discuss this before or nothing. So
Yeah, are we putting up NFTs for giveaway?
and yes, we are. Yes, we are. Into the Grubfish Royale pond. Are you familiar with Crittercraft's Grubfish
No,
Royale?
tell me about it, and I'll try to think
Oh
about.
man, you've never grub fished?
Yeah,
It
this
changed
is
my life.
exciting. There's
Wait a
an NFT project called Crittercraft, and they created the Grubfish Royale, where it's a bunch of grubfish in this pond, and what we thought forever were ninja throwing stars actually turned out to be blade saws. They fly through the pond, slicing these grubfish to death until there's like one remaining. And then, you know, if you have like a big crowd, you can then take the top 24 into a dance-off, and these little mushrooms dance. And then, you know, like you have your top winners. So you can either give away to whoever, top 1, top 5, top 10, whatever you want to do.
How do I get in on this? It sounds
You're
like
about to. You're about to be forced
Do
in.
you also have YouTube open, Bonds?
YouTube.
Yeah, if you open up
Yeah.
the show on YouTube, you'll be able to see the Crittercraft or the
Yeah. It's
Grubfish
necessary.
Royale going crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, it won't come through the Zoom, so
Yeah.
I have to open a second screen.
Okay. I got it. Yeah,
It's,
I definitely got something to put up for this.
Awesome.
I'd have
Awesome.
to,
Awesome.
I'll have to check my list. How about since we were bringing up the old school tribal books, I'll find some kind of tribal books NFT to throw in there, and then I'll
Alright.
definitely throw in some kind of Our Planet NFT, something that will give some kind of mining power. Both of them will give some kind of mining power. So
Okay.
throw in a
So you're
couple
gonna
of those.
give 2 prizes then. You're saying two winners from your side of the world then, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. And Chibi, what are you doing?
We got 2 of our 7-card packs for you.
Okay, 2 and 2. And Mars, what do you got?
I'll throw up one of the tear packs from inside the comic pack that could still contain one of the collector's edition cards.
Okie dokie. Oh, nice. All righty. M?
I will throw in Mercury instrumental album that if you hold the NFT, I will send you over a download code.
Oh, righty. All right. So we'll go Bonds first and second place. We'll go Chibi third and fourth, Mars fifth, Emmett sixth place. And the Grubfish Royale begins.
Oh yeah.
I got a confession
Some
left.
green blood.
Last time you showed me this, I tried to find it for like 3 straight days and was looking up grubfish and it wasn't coming up. So I finally found it on Crittercraft.
Yes.
But I was agonizing for those. I needed a hit, man.
You should have just sent me a message. I would have sent you a linky.
That's cheating.
Yeah, you got to do it man style. You got to find it yourself.
When we
Alright.
hang out on Metaverse Monday, I put my name in the pond, or Penguin does it for me, and I always die within the first 3 seconds. It's incredible.
Here, I'm going to turn
I'm
up
not
the
even
music
joking.
for you guys.
There we go.
It's getting to my favorite
Aw.
part.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, wait, here it comes. No, not yet. I'm early. Oh, somebody's blinking red. KMOQY.wham is having a heart attack. Just blew up out of nowhere. Oh my God, I've never not
Spontaneously
seen that
combusted?
yet. That's the first time I've seen somebody just like self-explode. Oh, we have one left out there in the pond. 3-1 Quay.
Oh yeah, there's a couple exploding.
Yeah,
What's going on?
Updates.
Delta variant.
Yeah.
All right, but let's just take these guys right on into the dance-off where the
Right
real
into the
magic
mushroom
happens.
techno dance off.
Oh yeah. Let me move the chat so everybody can see their
A couple of those
characters.
nice.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh my god.
Body.
Oh yeah, I love this song. So good. Oh yeah.
When's he say it, Left?
What's that? Oh, it comes up in a second. He's got to do the little laugh too. Hopefully we get there. 4 left. You guys are all winners now. 1 left. Criticraft. There it was. There it was.
Criticraft, buddy.
MPGAW. George Michael. You are the first place winner. All right. I'm going to copy this and share it into.
We're going top 6, right? I got 5.
Yeah, you got number 5. Yeah, because Bonz is taking first and second. Chibi's third and fourth. You're number 5, and Emmett is the 6th place. So I've copied this, and I'll drop it into the Zoom chat so you guys can find the.
Yeah, what do you think of the grubfish? Pretty little different than spinning a wheel, huh, Bonz?
Dude, that's way cool. I need to get in on this. You guys need to let me know what's up with this because I love it.
Yes. Here, I'll share the link in the Zoom chat for that. There it is right there. I'll take you right to the pond. I'll share it for the chat too so you guys can find it if you need it. You can just do it for fun by yourself, you know, put in a bunch of names. Like, oh, I won. Yeah, it's fun. Super cool. Super duper cool. All right, well, congratulations to all you fine winners. You guys are heroes and legends. Bonz, thanks for coming in today and dropping all sorts of knowledge and science about all sorts of projects across the board. Super cool. It's fun to hear about it all.
Yeah, man. I always have a blast chilling with you guys. I appreciate you guys having me on. Let's do it again, man. There's lots of cool stuff coming up.
Yes. Yeah, let's
Hang
definitely.
out again soon.
Definitely.
Anytime, all the time. You're always welcome here at the Upland Action News. And Mr. Chibi, your packs are on sale. They're going like gangbusters. People need to get in on them. Oh wait, yeah, the big pack's almost sold out.
Oh,
You're getting
nice.
close. Yeah, well, you're selling 283. There's 206 have sold. So get in
Okay.
where you fit in, people. I'll share the link into the chat right here.
Nice.
And, yeah, good luck with the rest of the sale there. And we'll see you next Tuesday as always.
Sounds good. I appreciate it every time, guys.
Very cool. You made it
Absolutely.
through the whole show. I'm impressed. Thought you were going to leave us.
I know.
Glad you made it.
I'm not a guest that won't get out now. You guys, been too hospitable, and now I'm here to stay.
Yeah, you're a
Be a blanket
co-host
on the
now.
couch.
You're part of the dog pound. Like on the Arsenio Hall show.
I'll get a
Right.
tattoo.
It's very good. All right.
Yeah, I was able to stay and make it the entire show. I'm glad for sure. Love
Me
hanging
too.
with Bonz and hearing everything that you got going on for sure. Excited for tomorrow. Green Rabbit Wednesdays, as always, here on the Upland Action News.
All right. Uncle Mars, got anything to say to the people before we get out of here?
No, just that was a heck of an NF Tuesday. So I had a good time.
Indeed.
Happy, stoked on the new Chibi stuff. Picked up some myself and grabbed the new collector's edition I was missing that slid by me. So I was glad I caught that too.
Yes.
And
nice.
always good to have my boy Bonz by. And yeah, we'll have to have you back soon. It's been a long time. Feels like forever.
Too long.
Too long.
It's only been like a month, but it feels like forever. You know how the NFT years are.
Yeah, it's those
so,
crypto years.
Yep.
yeah.
Flying
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here. Good morning, good noon, and
Good
good
noon,
night. We
good
will see
night.
you all in the metaverse.
Good night, baby, gentlemen.
Guys soon.
Great show.
Metaverse.
Metal Forks.
Best show ever, man. Award winning. Dang.
Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see y'all soon.
All right, thanks,
Take care,
Bonz.
Bonz.
Hey, brother.
Thanks again, fellas. Later, guys.
That feels right. Awesome. Very cool. Wow, we did
Darn it. We've had Bill Williams in the waiting room.
Oh,
Oh my
Bill
God.
Williams, we'll get to you, buddy. We'll have him on tomorrow.
Oh, I feel so bad.
Come on.
Awful.
Terrible.
Award-winning show, though, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Damn,
I'm
Bron.
glad you didn't choke to death in the middle there.
I know. I got some powdered matcha in one of my sips that just tickled the throat.
You gotta unpowder your matcha.
Oh yeah. Your mom check.
Hey, matcha.
Check your mom check. Oh my goodness gracious me. Bonz really brought the heat there. There's so much information. So much goodness and glory.
Yeah,
We'll rip it. We'll rip it for you. I believe the good fellow made some head spin with some
Oh, he did a head spin, like a breakdance head spin?
No, just talking NFTs with my grandmas. No, I'm just kidding. But,
All right, I'm gonna hang up now. No, you hang up. No, you hang
No,
up.
you, fella.